morning everyone, especially to our instructor. I am Jessamine D. Bagay from BS Criminology 3C. So we are the first reporter and our topic is all about qualities and characteristics of manager and leader. I am the first reporter in our group, so my topic is all about qualities of manager. So when we say qualities, is mao ni siya ang batasan sa usa ka manager kung unsa siya mo-handle sa usa ka business or sa company or sa usa ka organization. So, the first qualities is transparency. Transparency. Employees expect you to be transparent with them. They want to know what's going on with their company or team and how they are doing. They want direct and honest feedback regularly. And a manager who won't patronize them by sugarcoating the truth or hiding difficult realities from them. So, when we say transparency, is dapat ikaw nga manager muhatag ka og instructions, tasks, and responsibility sa imong mga members sa company is dapat clear sa ilaha. Dapat muhatag ka og responsibility and task sa usa ka tao is dapat isa-isa lang. Dapat nga sa usa ka tao isa ka responsibility. For example, ana nga tao muhatag kag kaning mga paperworks, dapat dili nimo siya dali-dalion or hulatan nimo kung kanusa na niya mahuman ay hadin ka mo hatag sa next niya nga trabahoon. Dapat dili nimo siya kaning agad-agaron nga kanang dapat mahuman na niya ana nga adlaw kay sulod na pud hatagan na pud nimo siya og kaning lahi na pud nga task. Dapat hulatan pud na nimo siya nga mahuman siya ana nga trabaho. Dapat ikaw nga manager una-unaon pud nimo kung dili lang ka maguna-una sa imong self but also sa imong mga members kay kabalo kay maglisod man na sila og acquire sa mga responsibility and task kung imo pud silang dali-dalion. So the second qualities is excellent communication. Managers need to be excellent communicators, which means maintaining regular contact with everyone on their team, providing frequent feedback, and delivering rewards and recognition for excellent performance. So, when we say excellent communication, dapat ikaw nga manager is mag-smile-smile ka sa imong mga members or sa imong mga team leaders and magpakita pud ka og courtesy sa ilaha. Dapat ikaw nga manager dili ka nga kanang magpakita sa ilaha og kanang mga butang nga dili pud nimo kanang mga butang nga dili ka maayo sa ila. Dapat ikaw nga manager kabalo ka mo appreciate sa mga butang nga nabuhat sa imong mga members. Dapat kung manager ka kabalo ka kung unsaon nimo nga ang imong mga members is maayo ang pagtagadya sa imuha. So also pod ka ng mga announcement and mga information nga imong ikuan sa ila is on time nimo sa ila ipahibalo para pod maka-prepare sila and ma-aware sila nga mao na ang ilang angay nga buhaton on that day. So the third qualities of a manager is listening skills. When we hear the phrase good communicator, we generally think about speaking or writing rather than listening. But when discussing the qualities of a good manager, listening is just as important. Employees want to know that their opinions and insights are being heard. So kung ikaw po isa ka manager, dapat nakaani nga skills ning listening skills. So dapat ikaw manager andam ka maminaw sa mga opinions, ideas sa imong mga members ko. Kay wala ta kabalo nga kana diha nga mga ideas and opinions nga ilang na hatag sa imuha sa manager is makahatag og kaayuhan sa imuha para magpadayon sa ilang mga sa bulhaton dira sa company. Dapat ikaw manager willing ka maminaw sa mga problema sa imong mga members para pod matagaan og pagtagad og solusyon ang ilang mga problema. So the fourth qualities is appreciating and encouraging teamwork. Companies or any kind of groups that encouraging teamwork enjoy improved efficiency, work outcomes, and individual development. Managers should support collaboration at every opportunity and mitigate toxic behavior and unhealthy competition. So, Kung ikaw manager, dapat kabalo jud ka mo appreciate sa usa ka butang sa imong mga members in order for them to make happy. So para magpadayon pud sila pagbuhat sa mga butang nga imong na-appreciate. So dap dapat ikaw nga manager dili lang nga imong bantayan is katong mga sayop nga nabuhat sa imong members, kung dili apil pud to ang mga butang nga na butang nga nabuhat nila nga maayo. Kani ikaw nga manager is kabalo ka mo appreciate sa tanan-tanan butang nga nabuhat dara sa imong mga trabahante, and also kanang lugar, for example na failed ang usa ka imong mga trabahante, dapat ikaw nga manager kabalo ka mo motivate or mo encourage nga mo stand pa siya kay sa iyang problema. For example kanang na failed ka imo na ding i-fire diretso, so dapat ikaw nga manager kuan nimo siya i-motivate nga makaya na og kana iyang mga na failed nga butang is makuha na siya kana ma-overcome na niya nga mga problema, and kaning okay ra nga imo siya tabang dili kay kung na failed na siya imong i-fired or imong kasab-an, kung dili i-motivate nimo siya para masolusyonan ang mga problema niya nga nabuhat. So the fifth qualities of manager is consistency and reliability. Employees need to know that their leader is stable, secure, and reliable. They will come to you for clarification regarding organizational objectives, views, their work, and advice. And more importantly, employees should feel comfortable approaching you when they are struggling and need help. Employees need to know that their manager is a level-headed person who won't fly off the handle at a moment's notice. Otherwise, they won't feel able to open up to you, and other trust in management will weaken. So, dapat ikaw po nga manager is approachable ka. Ang manager nga dali ra maduulan in terms nga naay problema ang imong mga members. Kanang manager nga comfortable mo deal ang imong mga members sa imo ha, og maasahan jud ka sa mga butang nga ikaw nga manager, for example na kay may problema ang imong mga members is mohatag kag advice, and kanang mohatag kag advice or kanang mo help ka sa iya nga kana nga problem is masolusyonan niya or kanang okay ra. Kanang manager ka nga kabalo ka mo handle sa mga butang nga dili lang para sa imong kaugalingon kundi dili sa imong mga members. So kanang kailangan kanang manager pod nga kanang kabalo mo hatag og pagtagad sa tanan butang nga naaana nga company or sa imong mga grupo. So the last qualities of manager is trustworthiness. Good managers are trustworthy and they respect confidentially. Employees need to have faith in their leaders and know that their managers have their employees' best interest at heart. If your employees feel like you don't support them, it will lead to a toxic work environment, reduced collaboration, and unhealthy competition in your workplace. Employees also need to be assured that management is telling them the truth. So, nga ikaw nga manager dapat masaligan ka at all times. Masaligan ka sa inyong company para maayo ang dagan sa inyong company. Dapat ikaw nga managers masaligan ka sa imong mga leaders. For example, kana imong mga leaders nag-share sa ilang problema about sa inyong company or about sa ilang mga kauban sa trabaho, dapat ikaw nga manager masaligan ka, muhatag ka og kanang advice or support sa ila para kana nga mga butang is ma-okay. Dapat ikaw nga managers muhatag ka og kanang informations and clarification towards sa imong mga members. Dapat is clear na sa ila og sakto, dili kay kanang ginabuhat nga mga announcement is yaga ay kanang ginahatag sa ila nga mga pahibalo is kanang dili tinuod, kining giyaga lang nimo. Kung ikaw nga manager is dili ka masaligan is mo reflect ra pud naa sa imong mga members. So I'm done with my report, so that would be all. Thank you and God bless. Stay safe. Thank you.
Good day. This is my report. Organization. If you aren't organized in your position, there's a good chance that the employees you won't manage won't be either. There are many resources online that can be inspired. You get organized, You can also buy a personal planner or download an app on your phone that can remind you of meetings, tasks you need to complete every day, and etc. When we say organization, is it's about organize. Pa-organize mo mga employees, di lang para sa imo o para pod sa mga employees nimo. Para dili magkasalimuang ang imong mga business, mga organizations ug mga meetings ug mga task nga imong pangbuhaton taga-adlaw. Mao ning pasabot sa organization. Next is knowledge. Knowledge experience as a manager is a must, but so is knowledge. There are many different degrees offered for managers, including a bachelor degree in business or a master degree in leadership or project management. You can also get a certificate in project management, entrepreneurship, ethics, or human resource management. When we say knowledge is about yourself, your knowledge para sa imong kagalingon. Kung di nimo gamit ang imong knowledge, di nimo mauman ang imong gusto. Di nimo ma-achieve ang imong goal. Like for example, gusto ka makauman og police, but di nimo gamit ang imong knowledge. So, imong mga gusto mahitabo o gusto mabuhat, dili good mahuman. Kaya di man nimo gamiton ang knowledge nimo. Kailangan sa mga gusto nimo, kailangan jud na ay knowledge so that ang imong mga achievement sa goal is ma-achieve gid. Mo ning pasabot sa knowledge. Next is communication. Communication, being able to communicate with your team, is required when being an effective manager. This not only means communicating job responsibilities and expectations, it means listening to your team and working with them to produce results within their position. Communication is very important for us. Being a leader, to communicate your employees is very important. Kailangan, kung kabalo ka, bilang responsibly ka nga leader, kailangan jud kabalo jud ka mo communicate sa imong team. Para ang imong business maka-achieve gid og goal, dili magkasalimuang, something like that. Or direct to the point communication is very important para mag-communicate ang imong employees ug magdili magkasalimuang. Mura gid nang pasabot sa communication. Experience. If you don't have experience working in a professional environment and leading a team, it will be hard to set up as a manager. A great way to gain experience in management role to volunteer either within your field or with a non-profit as to help manage and produce event, whether it's raising money for an organization or organizing an event. When we say experience, yung mga nakaagi na ka, nakauman na ka, kay naka-experience naman ka, isa nakaka-professional, o pinakamay mong leader. Bilang isang leader, naka-experience na kalisod, tanan-tanan, o binanay mo na motivate sa mga employees. O kanang experience para sa ako importante gyapon kay na. Kay kung wala ka naka-experience, it means wala jud ka. You're not unprofessional person. That is the meaning of experience. Characteristic of manager. Leadership. Leadership, in order to be an effective manager, you need to be able to lead your employees in an efficient manner. A lot of responsibilities comes with being a manager, and being able to lead a team is required. Para mangingan, leadership, being a responsible leader is very important so that your employees will not be able to have a conflict of your organization. Kung isa ka maayo mo lead sa mga tao, mga ingana, wala jay may tabo nga conflict or naamang galing mabuhatan yun og sulbaran. Og importante kay nang binsang isa ka leader, bisag unsa nakalisod. Kung isa ka leader, kailangan responsible dug ka. Mao nang but pasabot sa leadership. Empowering and motivating your team. Every generation and individual is motivated by different things. Good managers can relate to every member of their team, which we help them understand how to empower and motivate employees to get the best of them and help them become the best they can be. No matter what motivational technique you adopt, be sure to understand what motivates your team and give them incentives to work towards. Empowering is about empowering or it's about motivating your team. Kailangan i-motivate nimo imong team bilang isa ka responsible nga leader. Kay kana imong employees, daghan kina sila problema. Like problema sa pamilya, financial, etc. Daghan pa. Busa, kung isa ka responsible nga leader, you have to be motivate your employees para dili magka-conflict ang imong business. Mga ingana. Mo na bot pasabot sa empowering and motivating your team. Conflict resolution, or rather than conflict avoidance. Workplace conflict is an ongoing issue in mass organization. This can occur for several reasons, with personality conflict being a primary cause. Good managers need to not only be aware of conflict and able to pick up on signs of incivility and bullying, but also stamp it out. When we say conflict, it is a problem. When we say resolution, it is a sulbaran. Kung naay conflict sa imong organization, naapon na siya sulbad sa imong naginay ka sulbaran. Dili mo pud tanan butang nga conflict, dili masulbad kay tanan man problema masulbad man yun. Busa, kung gusto nimo mga magka-improve or maka-achieve ang imong organization, you have to be solve your problems so that your achievements of your organization will achieve maka-achieve ka sa imong organization. Mo na bot pasabot sa conflict resolution. A willingness to change. The world of work is constantly shifting. The way we operate in terms of technology, motivating employees, and reviewing performance are processed constantly, subject to change. From year to year, your business will look different, and this is a good thing. It means you're staying relevant and competitive, which means you'll be around for years to come. Ang paghatag og chance sa isa ka tawo is very important. If you are a good leader, you have to give a chance your employee para kana yang sayop niya pagkaugma ma-improve ni mga dili na yun niya mabuhat otro ug mabuhat na yun niya sa sakto. Mao nay buot pasabot sa willingness to change. Next is rewarding and recognizing employees. Employee recognition isn't just a good idea in terms of employee morale. It is also a significant driver of employee engagement. A good manager understands the value of rewarding and recognizing employees. Employees don't just work for a paycheck. Employees need to know that their works and, more importantly, their efforts are acknowledged and appreciated. Leaders need to be perceptive in this area and take the time to reward and recognize employees where appropriate. This kind of explanation is very important because daghan mga employee nga nakabuhat og maayo nga dili mahatagan og reward, dili ma-motivate, dili ma-recognize nilang mga pangalan, dili ma-share sa mga lain. Busa ikaw nga leader, kailangan jud nimo i-recognize nga kana nga tao nakabuhat og maayo og naka-achieve sa inyong organization. Og which means kailangan hatagan jud nimo reward, not also recognize your name, also give them a reward. Kahit unsa pa nakagamay nga reward, kailangan hatagan jud na nimo para pod sa iyang nga parte malipay pod siya. Mo nang pasabot sa rewarding and recognizing employees. Empathy and sensitivity. Emotional intelligence which encompasses sensitivity and empathy is a soft skill and modern managers to need have. Empathy, which means you have to share your emotions to others. Sensitivity, which means is kanang dali ra ka maulit, dali ra ka masakitan, mga ingana about sa mga problema, about sa mga goal na gusto nimo. Kanang mas overthinking kay ka ba about sa imong kagalingon. Mga ingana mo na pasabot sa sensitivity. And lastly, the drive to set goals. The new trend in goal setting is empowering employees to determine their own goals. Doing so gives employees more ownership over their goals, which result in more work being done. The drive to set goals is very important to ourselves, to everyone, because tungkol purani sa ato ang kagalingon. Kung di nimo iset imong goals, kung imong goals nimo para sa imong kagalingon, liko pa ka, naapoy chance nga kanang pagliko nimo matagan pa kag conflict ana. O naapoy conflict ana nga di na gid masubad. Ug maglisod na ka og adto sa imong goals nimo o achievement nimo, mo day makaproblema jud ka. Kailangan kung naa kay gusto i-achieve, you have to straight your goal. Kung unsay imong gusto, straight nang gyud. Kung may mga problema, sudbaron nimo. Just to drive to set goals. Maingana. Para ka na imong gusto mo man. Para ka na imong gusto ma-achieve. Makuha jud nimo. Mo na ibot pasabot sa drive to set goals. And that's all of my explanation or report. Thank you and God bless.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Mom. I am Sis Micah Joy Arbol Aras, and today I'm going to discuss about the characteristic of a manager. So, these are the type of characteristics of a manager. So, the first one is leadership. In order to be an effective manager, you need to be able to lead your employees in an efficient manner. A lot of responsibility comes with being a manager, and being able to lead a team is required. So, the first thing that you will do as a manager is to lead your team. And also, you have, as an effective manager, you have to know what is your responsibility as a manager, and know your limit as a manager, and pay respect and value your members, so that your members will also value and respect you as their manager. So the second one is experience. If you don't have an experience working in a professional environment and leading a team, it will be hard to step up as a manager. A great way to gain experience in a management role is to volunteer, either within your field or with a non-profit, as to help manage and produce events, whether it's raising money for an organization or organizing an event. So, ang experience good kay nahanglan yun na siya sa professional role. And example, as a manager, kinahanglan you have an experience ug unsaon pag-lead sa team ug unsa ang role sa management manager. So so that og ga-desire ka ana na position, dili gyud lisod pag cope up ana na position as a manager. So as a manager, kailangan ka mag-gain og experience. You have to volunteer through to a non-profit organization or organizing an event. So mag-ask ka dito sa organization na pwede ba ka mag-lead or mahimo manager ana na task. So kinahanglan jud ang experience as sa manager para dili ka maglisod pag cope up sa imong role or sa position. So the third one is communication. Being able to communicate with your team is required when being an effective manager. This is not means communicating job responsibility and expectations. It means listening to your team and working with them to produce result within their position. So as a manager, you have to make a conversation through or towards your members. Kanang you have to listen their suggestion, opinions, and ideas so that ang imong opinion or imong mga ideas o ilang ideas and opinion ug i-combine na kanang maka-brainstorm na amoy mahimong mag-brainstorming mo ana niya tapos kailangan po na siya para makakuha mo best result or makaproduce mo og best result. So kailangan yun as a manager maminaw yun ka sa imong mga members ug usa gyud ila ang ma-suggest pod through that organization. So knowledge, experience as a manager is a must, but so is knowledge. There are many different degrees offered for managers, including a bachelor's degree in business or a master's degree in the leadership or project management. You can also get a certificate in project management, entrepreneurship, ethics, or human resource management. So, as a manager, kailangan ka na ay knowledge. For example, sa sa TESDA, as far as I know kanang sa TESDA na ay kay kung muskwela ka TESDA na kay makagraduate ka na kay makuha na NC2. So dito sa TESDA maybe naapod sila kanang course na under ana ang managed kanang manager na under ang manager kanang course so ana. So if ever makagraduate ka ana na kay maipakita kung mga apply kag trabaho na kay maipakita na degree nimo as a manager and also or dili diploma certificate para pod na kay knowledge sa isa sa ana na degree as a manager. So, organization. If you aren't organized in your position, there is a good chance that the employees you manage won't be either. There are many resources online that can inspire you to get organized. You can also buy a personal planner or download an app on your phone that can remind you of meetings, tasks you need to complete every day, or etc. So, as a manager, you have to be organized, especially sa mga schedules and your time. So that if ikaw mismo manager, organize kasi mo mga time, imo pong members, awaton po kanila sa imong binuhatan na maayong binuhatan. Sila po mag-organize po na sila ang kanang time and schedule. For example, kung naay meeting dito tapos at exactly 7:30 AM kailangan na nandito mag-start. So ikaw abot ka dito 8 AM. So ang imong employees mo po na buhaton nila kung naay mga deadline na ipabuhat nimo, dili po na sila mo hatag og kanang on time ang buhaton. So kailangan as a manager kailangan ka mag-remind sa imo ang kaugalingon nga time is gold and you have to know your schedules. So the following characteristic of a manager will be discussed by the following members. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. I'm the fourth reporter of the Group 1, and First is time management. So another key factor in being a successful manager is time management. So dapat ang atong time dapat nato i bahin-bahin bitaw, dapat napud tay kung napud tay time sa tuwang employees, dapat kung unsa oras ang imong duty, dapat imo nang tumanon og dapat dili ka magpa-late og on time gyud ang imong pag-duty as a manager. If you're late every day, your employees might think it's acceptable to also be late. So kung malate ka, madamay ang imong employees. Kuan kanang madamay ang employees nga malate pod sila. Kanang madamay sila sa imong gibuhat bitaw, kanang malate ka, muna siya. Dapat on time gyud aron dili sayang ang oras ug dagan ninyong mabuhat sa inyong company. Second is time management is also important when it comes to prioritizing your day. So kaning ang time management kay importante kayo sa atong kaugalingon. Dapat mag-prioritize ta sa atong adlaw. Natay time management sa atong kagalingon, napud tay time management sa trabaho ug sa atong mga employees. Making sure you have time to communicate with your employees. Dapat mag-communicate ta sa atoang employees to achieve our goals ug dungan mo makuha ang inyong mga goals, mga ingana bitaw. Dapat magtinabanga mo, mag-communicate. Ano siya? Next is reliability. So a manager that is leading a team has to be reliable. Dapat kanang trustworthy ka kung ikaw ang galid sa imuang team. As a leader, dapat ikaw magdala sa imuang team aron mo grow ang inyong business or company. Then this means being available for your employees, getting things done to you said you would, and supporting your team however needed. Dapat always ka mag-support sa imong team. Dapat always ka mag-communicate sa ila, magsuporta sa ilang ipangbuhat ug para dapat available ka permi kung mga advice ang imong employees or mga ideas, baka dapat magtinabanga mo. Next is delegation. So if you don't know how to delegate projects and tasks, your role as a manager will be a lot more difficult. So if you don't know how to delegate projects and tasks, your role as a manager will be a lot more difficult. So kung dili ka kabalo unsaon pag desisyon bitaw sa imong project o task, di ka kabalo unsaon pag dala as a manager, naay possibility nga madawat ang inyong kanang workplace, madawat ang inyong roles as a manager or employees. Don't be afraid to ask your employees to help complete a task. So ayaw pagkaulaw pag pangutana sa imong employees kung mangayo kag tabang kay kamong tanan. Kung gusto mo ma-grow ang inyong business, dapat magtinabanga mo unsa ba ka, manager ba ka o employees, dapat magtinabangay mo aron unity ang inyong business para mo-grow gid siya. And you might think it's easier to do everything yourself. So ay pag-una-una nga kanang nga kaya nimo tanan, imuara ikaw ra gusto magbuhat sa tanan, ngana bitaw. Dapat napud kay salig sa imong mga sa mga employees. Dapat dapat mga ipod kag tabang sa ilaha for advice nga ng mga ideas, but this will add more time to your already busy schedule. So busy na ka ana kay daghan kay kagahuna-unaon, kanang gusto ra ka nga ikaw ra magbuhat tanan mo nga bitaw. Dapat tabangan pud, dapat mga ipod kag tabang sa uban. Sa manager, dapat kung manager ka, dapat mga ipod kag tabang sa imong employees aron 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 hapsay ang inyong dagan sa inyong company, and you won't be allowing your employees to do what they were hired to do. Kung kanang dili pud nimo gusto nga pabuhat sa ila ang ilang mga trabaho, dapat ikaw ra jud, pero di man na mo-work by o walay tabang, walay unity. Dapat mag-unity mo aron mo-work ang inyong business o company. Next is confidence. So to be an effective manager, you need to be confident in your abilities, experience, and decisions. So dapat sa imong kaugalingon as a manager, dapat nakay-confident bitaw sa imong mga decision, dapat naka-experience ana sa pagdala sa mga employees nimo, sa mga customer nga bitaw. Dapat nakay-ability to communicate, to give advice, ideas nga bitaw, para ma-effective ang imong ma-effective ka as a manager. So this doesn't mean you have to be arrogant or feel that you're better than your employees. So kanang dapat dili ka mag-ulit-ulit sa imong mga employees. Dapat dili ka ulitan bitaw, dapat bulo ka mo respeto. Dili ingon nga mas better pa ka sa imong employees. Parehara mo tanan, murang gitawag nga equality, patas ra ang laban. But you're in a management role for a reason, so be proud and be inspiration to your team. But you're in a management role for a reason, so be proud. Dapat proud ka sa imong team kay magtinabanga man mo. Dapat walay mag-iya-iya, dapat magtinabanga gid mo aron ma-inspire ang uban sa inyo ha, ang inyong team, ang uban team ma-inspire. Dapat kung unsa ang inyong gitrabaho kanang as a manager, kung unsa imong gitrabaho, mga ikod kag tabang sa imong employees. Mga ika kung galisod na ka, problema na ka, o as a employees, kung galisod pud ka, mga pud kag advice sa imong manager, mga ideas kung unsay bay angay buhaton. Dapat confident bitaw kay ka, istorya kablo ka mo communicate bitaw. Next, last is respect for employees. If you don't respect your employees, there will definitely be tension in your workplace. So kung dili nimo respetuhon ang imong mga employees, naay possibility nga madaot ang inyong pagtrabaho, kanang magdumot mo lain kayo nga na madaot ang inyong workplace, ratol na mo sa inyong pangbuhaton kay wala na mo nagkasinabot. So be cognizant of their time and abilities, be able to listen and communicate with them, and be a resource of knowledge and guidance. So as a kanang example, manager ka, dapat kablo ka communicate sa imong mga employees. Kung kanang gusto ka mga knowledge or kanang mga guide, pero gakaulaw ka, dapat nagid kay kabuga bitaw, kanang na kay mga ideas nga inahatag sa ila. O ang pagrespetuhanay, dapat parehara mo tanan, patas, o walay taas, walay ubos, equality ra tanan bitaw. Parehara mo magatrabaho sa isa ka company. Dapat magtinabanga mo as a unity, o as a manager, ihatag nimo ang imong guidance sa imong mga employees, guide sila permi sa ilang mga bulatonon ug sa mga knowledge, hatagi sila knowledge, ideas ug tanan nga imong na experience imo silang i-share pud nimo sa ila ang imong na experience as a manager aron ma successful tanan ang inyong trabaho. Salamat. Hi guys, next is the qualities of leader. First is communication. If you're in a leadership position or role, good communication skills are one of the leadership attributes that are absolutely crucial. So, kung nana ka sa high level bitaw ng leader, nana ka sa position as a leader, dapat i-manage nimong tanan nimong time ug naka-experience sa imong communication skills. Kablo ka mo istorya bitaw kablo ka mo istorya ato nga tao, kablo ka makidala bitaw, kablo ka mo give og feedback ato nga tao din. Sa leadership dapat ikaw ang manage sa tanan, ikaw ang magdala sa imong team, ikaw ang mag-unite bitaw sa inyong team. Then using language to perform one-to-one communication is really all that we have as human beings. So kitang tanan na ay language nga perform like kanang pag-translate nga na bitaw din sa imong pag-pronounce kung sakto ba o dili. Then sign language. Next is empathy. So truly great leaders have enough open-mindedness to understand their followers' motivations, hopes, dreams, and problems so that they can force a deep personal connection with them. Example, open book. Kanang dito nimo i-express bitaw tanan nga imong na feel like sa imong about sa imong life, about sa imong family, sa imong karon sa imong situation nga na bitaw din kanang pag-share sa ubang tao. Kanang open book, andam ka aminaw ug andam pud ka mag-give og feedback sa ila. So, para inyong pag-communicate is kanang sinabtanay bitaw, kanang andam mo maminaw sa usag-usa. Next is empathy isn't just being a nice person. It's a mindset that enables leaders to make better prediction, improve work strategies, inspire loyalty among their teams, better their negotiations tactics, and increase creativity. So, dapat kitang tanan kanang nanay mindset daan ba sa tuang goals dito ta mag-focus bitaw to improve ang atuang work sa mga strategies o sa tuang team nga may mong better din tagan kanang ideas nga ma-catch up bitaw, then creativity. So dagan ta mabuhat bitaw. So being a nice person kanang dapat kabalo pud ka mag-share sa uban, kabalo ka mag-share about sa imong na catch up bitaw nga strategies. Yan. Thank you.
So next is accountability. For accountability, great leaders need to follow the advice of Arnold Glasow when he said, "A good leader takes little more than his share of the blame and little less than his share of the credit." Strong and good leaders are accountable for the team's results either good or bad. They hold themselves and their employees accountable for their action, which creates a sense of responsibility among them. Being responsible for the actions and behavior of those around you is essential to developing leaders qualities like accountability. So when we say accountability is being responsibility. Once you are a leader, responsible ka nga mohatag og task or work sa usa ka ay sa imong mga members, which is nga ilang buhaton. So ikaw dapat nga leader nga mohawid ka anak nga organization or sa ka company or business, dapat responsible ka kung unsa imong angay buhaton o dili buhaton. Dapat kabalo ka kung unsa ang imong ipaabot didto sa imong mga group members o sa owner sa usa ka company. So kung ikaw nakaani nga quality sa usa ka leader, so ma-acquire pud nimo sa imong self nga nakay isa ka quality nga mahimo kang usa ka leader. Next is integrity. Lewis said, integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Without integrity, no real success is possible. You can expect your followers to be honest when you lack integrity yourself. Honest and great leaders succeed when they stick to their word, live by their core values, lead by example, and follow through. Integrity is a cornerstone of all other leadership qualities. So integrity, so dapat ikaw isa ka leader is ikaw dapat honest ka. Dili kay honest ra ka if tay magtan-aw sa imuha or if naay mag-witness sa imuha, or dapat at all times dapat honest ka. Honest ka in dealing with your group members and group team. So dapat dili lang ka nga kanang ayara nimo buhaton kung naay mo tan-aw sa imo. Dapat all the time jud ka mahimong usa ka honest, especially ana nga company. Dapat dili na nimo buhaton nga dili ka mga magbinakak ka or dili nimo isaba kung unsay tinuod, kay if you are not kung dili ka honest or wala ka integrity sa imong self or sa isa ka company kania mag-result ni ay dili gyud ninyo ma-achieve ang usa ka success sa business. So dapat all times jud ta mahimong honest sa mga tao nga nakapalibot ana nga company. Thank you.
Humility. When it comes to developing leadership qualities, it can be tempting to become enamored with a new title of status instead of putting in the actual work for to become a good leader with humility. However, great leadership styles focus on problem solving and team dynamics much more than self-promotion. A good leader will never be effective if they're more concerned with themselves than with the well-being of their team. As Thomas Merton said, pride makes us artificial and humility makes us real. So, as a good leader, if naay concern imo mga members, you have to know it. Tapos, babaan imong pride so that ang imong mga members pod dili kahadlok sa imo. And then at work kanang you have to be a humble leader so that, and you have to have a good relationship to your members. So, ang resilience, the true grit of a good leader is not how they perform during good times, but how they roll up their sleeves and produce when times get difficult. Great leaders with positive attitude, lead by example, and rally their team no matter the circumstances. It is inherent positivity that helps react to situation with a calm, collected manner and focus on solution rather than problems. So as a leader, you have to be creative. Kanang if there's a problem, dili ka mag-focus sa problem kundi mag-focus ka sa solution kung unsa ang solution na mahubuhat so that at the end na kay positive outcome. So you have to become a good leader during your performance or during good times.
Good day, ma'am. Good day, mates. I am Milchor Abarkis Abastas. My topic is all about qualities of leader. So, kani siya, continuation na ni siya sa qualities of leader. So, diri nako sa vision. So, vision. A company's or any kind of group's vision only goes as far as leaders' influence over others. Good leaders clearly sets the organizational direction and exercise. So kung vision mo ingon tag vision, unsa nang vision? Vision is insight, imuang insight or panglantaw sa usa ka leader to achieve your goals. So vision is one of the qualities of a leader. You must have a vision to your goals together with your constituents or your members. Hence, you can focus or concentrate the most important aspects sa imong business or people that you handled. Sa pamaagi sa imong vision, makapokus ka tungod ka na kay panglantaw. Example anis naghimo kag patas nga pagdala sa imong philomen to achieve the common goals. Next is influence. Kung moingon tag influence, unsa man na? Influence is to convince in a positive way. So here are some things that leaders can do it increase their influence. Clearly state increase their influence. So first is clearly state what they want. So dire you must clearly state what they want para sad na ay chance mahatag ilang mga suggestion sa imuhang mga member. And next is connect with people emotionally. So at this situation, ginapakita nimo nga gakirpud kas ila. Example, na kay member nga medyo emotional, sabay nimo sila sa kalipay or kagool. And third is make other feel important. Sa ingani nga scenario, you must listen to them if na sila yung mga grievances or reklamo. Then you must be an appreciative one. Dapat dili nimo sila baliwalaon, mo suggest ka unsay angay buhaton. Next is be vulnerable and charismatic. Kinahanglan ka nga mo communicate with positive thoughts o labi na jud respeto sa imuhang mga constituents. Next is work toward commonly shared goals. So dire as a leader, kung unsa nga activities ang ipabuhat, kinahanglan sad nga pareha mog gibuhat sa imong kauban. So in other words, you must have teamwork or work together. And next is ask for suggestions and input build real lasting relationships. So dire kinahanglan japon na as a leader para mo-ask ka mga suggestions or ideas para sa ma-merge inyong duha ka mga ideas, then you can create a strong foundation together. Then act professionally on social media like Facebook. So dire as a leader, para sa makaingon imong mga member nga leader jud ay ka, dapat na kay moralidad sa social media because social media is very public. And last is the self-awareness, para ma-notice nimo kung sakto ba ang imong gibuhat or dili. Kung unsay imong gibuhat, mao nay maawat sa imong mga member. And the other kind of quality of a leader is positivity. Leaders inspire their team not based on their own goals or outcomes but on their exhibited behavior or yung present nga behavior, life outlook, and attitude. If any given situation, positivity is not one of those leadership qualities that should be overlooked and deemed not important. So there is positivity. At this point, you have to have an optimistic mindset to guide your constituents bisan pa og naay sipyat sa trabaho sa ninyo. Example, your member have a mistake to follow the said task, then instead nga i-condemn nimo, tagaan na lang nimo og guidance, or any suggestions para sa sunod. Ang imuhang constituents must do their best work. Then sa pinaka-importante is you must develop and manage their self. And sunod is delegation. Unsa man delegation? Delegation is to empower or giving rights. Sa delegation, you can delegation. A difficult transition for many leaders is shifting from doing to leading. So many new leaders are accustomed to doing all the work themselves and struggle to let others handle responsibilities on their own. So there is a delegation. You can empower your member, then assist lang ka with professional development. So due to the fact that as a leader dili nimo mabuhat kay dili man nimo mabuhat tanan task, di kinahanglan gyud ka magpatabang. Then when you delegate tasks to others, maka-focus pud ka nga makabuhat kag laing higher value of activities. Dayon importante sad ning delegation para ma-identify nimo kung kinsa ang best suited to do such task. Next is delegation process. When we see delegation process, it is the transferring for the task from you to another person. So first dire, choose appropriate task. So first process is choose appropriate task. As a leader, mamili kag sakto na activities or haom nga task. Example, you are a leader of your zone. Dayon kinahanglan nga magpatsada mas inyong kwan baka waiting shed. Then you must need a right task and a right person. Choose appropriate person, right task ug ang appropriate dapat magpares gina sila para namoy tsada nga possible outcome. And then set clear objectives para dapat clear objectives para mas masunod nilag tarong ang buot nimo ipabuhat. Then implement executing the plan as a leader. Dayon magmonitor ka para mas suggest para naay mas madungagan ang suggestion sa inyong gibuhat. And last, evaluate or review para mas ma-identify ninyo unsay kulang for the sake. So last qualities of a leader diri sa akong report is confidence. Diri sa confidence, ma-motivate imong member para ma-motivate imong member magpaka-confident podcast tanang butang para naay maawat sa imong mga team or member. To be an effective leader, you need to roll up your sleeves and take charge. This includes being confident enough to lead, knowing that your plans and vision are not only viable for the team but the absolute best decision possible. So kanang mabuhat magbutang nga feel sa member nga di makaya pero ikaw nga leader mapa-confident ka, ma-motivate jud sila. Example ani is leader kas inyong room niya. Example, bare months common kaayo ang mga Christmas decoration sa room. Din you must encourage them to achieve the common goal para you must work together as a team, teamwork, then ma-achieve nimo ang goal kauban nila. Then mao ra to ma'am, once again good day, salamat.
Good day, everyone. I'm Lenimi Algusar, and I am the last reporter. So now we are going to talk about the characteristic of a leader. So the first characteristic of a leader is a high-level personal integrity. So integrity is the quality of having strong ethical or moral principles and following them at all times, no matter who's watching. A person with integrity acts with honesty, honor, and truthfulness. So as a leader no, dapat mo trabaho gyapon ka bisag walay nakakita, dili pareha sa uban leader nga aya ra mo trabaho nga naayang mga members or naayang mga kauban kay gusto niya makita ang yang hard work no, dili dapat ingana ang leader dapat mo trabaho gyapon, mo act gyapon with honesty and truthfulness bisag walay nakakita. And also anyone must have a high level integrity, but if you are a leader, it is one of the most essential characteristic you should have. So dapat pud dili
kung leader ka, dili pa change imong mga decisions. You have to be fixed on one or focus on one, because showing a high level of integrity means not swinging between your decisions. Dili dapat pautro-utro. So always have a high level of integrity. The second characteristic of a leader is work on your priorities. So as a leader, you should always work on your priorities. This is one of the top leader characteristic. You can't do everything yourself, so you should work on your priorities first. You should make the habit of delegating as a leader. Without the habit of delegating, you can never succeed. So delegating means to entrust a task or responsibility to another person. And kailangan imo jud ng buhaton. You have to make the habit of delegating. Because if you don't have skill in something, then just delegate and delegate. That works to an expert. Dili dapat kay ikaw ang leader, dapat kabalo ka sa tanan. No, dili dapat inana. Kung wala kay skill ang butang, then entrust to your members na expert or kabalo ana. Then focus on your work. Focus on your priorities in order ma-achieve ang inyong goal. So dapat focus lang ka kung unsay mong priorities, dili dapat mo focus ka sa lain nga dili ka kabalo. So dapat focus lang jud ka sa imuhang yung priorities. And the third, as a leader, you should never do something which is not your priority. Always work on your priorities first. So the next is work with commitment and dedication. So as a leader, you should work with your commitment and full dedication. But as a leader, we expect our followers to be committed towards their work and work with dedications. Commitment is to commit to doing any work with full dedication. Dedication means to leave procrastination and do yours with full focus and with a committed attitude. So means followers do what leaders do. So if a leader will sleep all day, then followers will do the same and not doing any work. Okay? Syempre, nakita gud sa follower nga ang leader nila walay gitrabaho, walay ginabuhat, katuluga ra. So walay dedication. So ang followers pud niya marapog mawadan og gana dili kanang awaton pud niya kung unsa ang ginabuhat sa leader. So as a leader, you must induce this quality inside you, because doing with full dedication will also help you to set a good example for your follower. And they will see you and do the same as you, because as a leader, while doing any kind of work, we should be fully dedicated and committed towards it. So dapat good as a leader, never do work with a bad face or dali ra masuko or ma-irritate atubangan sa imong follower, kay it will set a very bad example for you in front of them. So again, what the follower will see you, they will do the same as you. So work with commitment and with dedication jud. Dapat nagi kay kuhan sa imong trabaho kanang commitment of dedication. The next characteristic of a leader is have vision and goal. So the fourth leadership characteristic is to have your vision and goal. Everyone should have their vision and goal. And for leaders, it's one of the most important things. And a man who does not have a vision and goal, then for what will he work for? Or a leader should know why he is doing anything. He should have his vision and goal toward which he will work with his team. So klaro kayo, no? Sabot kayo. So kinahanglan jud na as a leader na jud kay vision on goals in order to fulfill your dreams or your expectations. So you should have a vision and goal with your team, because without it, you would be walking without knowing where to go. Gasayang-sayang lang jud kas oras kung wala kay vision and goal. So like it is like you went out of the home to go somewhere, but wala ka kabalo kung asa ka padulong. So As a leader jud, dapat na kay vision and goal together with your team in order to achieve the goal and the dream sa inyong company or sa inyong grupo. So the next characteristic of a leader is a lifelong learner. So without learning, you can't grow. A good leader is a lifelong learner. Learning is ability to know what to do when you don't know what to do. If you're a quick study or can excel in unfamiliar circumstances, you might already be a leader. But anybody can foster learning ability through practice, experience, and effort. Explore how great leaders are great learners with strong learning agility to get started. Leaders make the best respond to organizational change and uncertainty. So, as you can see no now, sa karon nga panahon ga face ta crisis, so as a leader you should be quicker in decision making and kanang can take immediate action in crisis times, and we live in a world that keep evolving in no time. So dapat kuan jud ka sa leader, ka make jud ka og mas dali nga decision nga ma-handle na nga mga butang. So kay ga keep evolving man ta, so dapat ang atong kita nga pagka leader mo kuan pud ta, mo keep evolve pud ta, dili kay mo pundo ra ta na nga butang. So dapat mo learn gyud ta, mo develop kita along the way. So because to keep progressing you have to keep learning, because being a true and a good leader wants always to learn anytime with anyone. So never stop learning, and you should never leave the habit of learning. So, and the next is self-motivated. So one of the most essential characteristic of a leader is they are self-motivated. So a leader's job is to keep others motivated. Leaders motivate their employees to do work and also boost their energy up. So as a leader, you should not need any motivation as in thought conditions. If you are self-motivated, you will set an example for your followers. So kinahanglan jud as a leader, dapat motivated jud ta sa atong self sa tanan area sa ato ang work, sa imong work, para ma-motivate pod ang imong employees or teamwork, because the followers or the team's best motivation is their leaders. So kay kung ikaw mismo nga leader tas wala kay self motivation, then definitely your leadership will not endure long. So dapat self motivated gyud ka always. As what Napoleon Hill said, the great leaders of business, industry, and finance, and the great artists, poets, musicians, and writers all became great because they developed the power of self-motivation. So always have a motivation. The next characteristic is good communication. So the ability to clearly and successfully describe what you want done is important. If you cannot relate your vision to your staff, you will not be able to work towards the same goals. So, of course, kinahanglan magkasinamot jud mo pagayo sa imong mga teamwork about sa inyong vision and goals. Kay kung dili mo magka-communicate og tarong, din of course you will not be able to work towards the same goals or visions. So, always have a good communications with your staff or teamwork in order to successfully done what needs to be done. And next is maintain high level of enthusiasm. So, a leader should always maintain a high level of enthusiasm, as will it give the leader curious behavior. Enthusiasm means having an intense and eager interest in something. A leader should always have curious behavior. So as a leader, kailangan jud na kay curiosity nga behavior. Like you should always ask why or know the why, because a good leader always have a high interest in anything, as it will also give them the better result on whatever they do. So, curious and eager interest in something. The next is keep your feet on the ground. So, keeping your feet on the ground means not be excited. So, no matter you have a high level of enthusiasm, you should always keep your feet on the ground. So, dapat dili tungod kay na kay high level of enthusiasm, dili dapat magkuan ka padalos-dalos. So process gyapon, not be excited, kanang dili kanang dapat nakaplan gyud ba, dili ka pa padalos-dalos sa imong mga decision. So you should always keep, dapat nakakip gyud imong feet on the ground, dili kay basta na lang kay tungod kay excited kay nga na. So dili dapat nga na, dapat magkuan gid ka, process gyud, keeping your feet on the ground. So the last characteristic of a leader is help others develop along the way. So a leader's first and most important work is to make others successful, make their team successful by helping them. As a leader, your priority is to make others, make your followers successful and help them to be successful. So, as a leader, dapat dili ka selfish. Dapat keep learning and develop with your team so that you will definitely be successful. Not just you, but together with your team, because you are working as one, helping as one in order to fulfill your team's dream. And as well doing that, you will fulfill your dream automatically. So help others and develop along the way. Don't be selfish. And that's all. Thank you and God bless everyone.